Greetings, leaders. Another edition of Check It Collector Reviews, and today we're going to be checking out Weijiang, the Last Night Hound. I've been holding this for quite some time. I've been waiting to do this review just because I've been trying to wait for the other Hound because I have all knockoffs. Want to see how they compare, but finally got a chance to do it. So, with that being said, Greetings and Meaners, let's go! Alright, everybody. Okay, screens and mirrors, like I was saying, I was waiting for this for quite some time. The reason being is because I was waiting for the other oversized version of Hound. I was really trying to find a show to comparison with the knockoff oversized version compared to this, I guess you could say, third party, because this is very well built. And let me just hop right into this. Actually, let me just see if I could just get them to stand up properly. And I absolutely love this figure. I know you guys have seen this in quite some other posts. Where I put it up there and stuff, but this figure is absolutely great. Well built, very well version of Hound. Feet spurs to head. He stands about almost 9 inches or so. I'm doing it from the head to the feet spurs, but not the blasters, because that can be very misleading online. So just to give you guys a heads up. So as such, and you can see right now this figure is super cool, and I mean he's by far my favorite Hound, or version of Hound, just because of such. So and I just think they did a very well job of that. I mean, just really cool job. And the blasters here in the back, what you can see right here, is actually also you can kind of put it the way you want to in all these ports and such as so, but they are big, so you got to be careful how you put them. That's just pretty much about it. So as you can see here and stuff, and then I don't know if anybody has the same situation that has such like mine, but these here are pretty much well, they are identical. They are the same. So it's little next to nothing, whatever. I really can care less, but it is what it is on that. Anyways, going to get to the other blasters here, and this is what the connector they have into the back. As you probably seen in the opening, what it was actually on. So you could put it any way you want to as far as the blasters go. You can kind of just be creative with it and stuff. And it doesn't have pretty much like how the original Hound blaster was, where you can kind of connect all of them. But I do like that you can kind of do what you want with it to kind of make them, as such as so. You can kind of just do it the way you want. And it's just there. So I mean, it's really neat how you actually can do it, change around, make it to like a missile launcher or something and such. So it's just whatever. So I thought that was really good, nice touch on this version of him. All right, so just put that to the side there. Anyways, so here's the Hound here. We're going to check out the articulations. You see right here, his sweet feet swivel all the way around 360 degree. The spurs, I do like these spurs. I wish they could be a little bit bigger, probably, to hold on some of his weight and stuff or so he can stand straight up. But anyways, that's whatever there. He does not have any swivel in the ankles so far. He does have a bend in the knee that comes up from here and then to the top here. So you have the kind of a 360 degree that fits around and stuff, so you can get some posability out there. But it's Hound, so it's probably better if he stands upright anyway. Leg does come out that far, so, but again, this Hound, he has his limitations, so whatever from there on in. And you do have an ab twist from there back and forth. You don't really have an ab crunch, but you do have an ab extension. But again, that has it from there. Now, when you do have his head down in there, such, it does push it back up, but it does have it where you can kind of put it up or so. So you can probably get a little bit more range there if you want to try to get some distance to get him kind of like in some type of pose thing there. If we could just get it where he just keeps going back and forth, it's just a little bit more range probably, if that, give him stuff, but it's not much. So I mean, it's just pretty much there. All right, so we come up here to the chest. There is nothing else to go more stuff. It doesn't come up. And this does, I think they have a piece and add-on, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know who makes it, but there's an add-on that he can actually have to cover from there on in. So this arm does come down, which seems to be a usual thing right now with his Hound. So there's comes up where he kind of has this connection here where the arm comes out, but I like it so he can give some actually bigger range with not too much sacrifice and too much of articulation as far as showing him still in bot mode. So it's whatever from that. You do have a full 60 degree degree with his arms as such as so. And also right below the arm, as far as having 360 degree, this is one of my favorites and stuff, that extra turn in the elbow, also with the extra, you know, add-on as far as it goes for the missiles on the side there. So, and to me, I think this is probably one of the best, my favorite thing here, when you having that right above the elbow, just because it just gives that posability, and you can kind of twist around and have something over there, shoulder as such as so. So yeah, so you do get the bend into the elbow, so, and that's due to transformation. But again, you can show how he has something over his shoulder, so that works for me as well in stop motion. Now coming down here to this area here, as far as his hands go, his hands does have this opening here where, due to the fact transformation, he can come out, but it looks like you can put something else actually here. You probably can't, but again, I like it that it is over the top, where it is like over the bottom as far as when they come there. You can get a little bit of extra range of motion from there, just as far as having his hands all the way back, and it still doesn't sacrifice much from there. But if you want to put his hand in there and try to give just a few more extra space there, you can do it. So just wanted to put that out there, such as so. And then you have his arms that has no swivel into it, but it does go up and down, and that's good enough for me. I mean, you got the swivel up and to the top as far as it goes to above the elbow, so that works very well, much as so for me. All right, and then you come to this top of his head here. Let's move the camera up just so. All right, and then you have his head here that sits on a ball joint. He has a cigar, and I do think, or the bullet, I believe that is. I really appreciate this head sculpt because it just shows so much detail of Hound, so that works. So, and also this comes off, and again, like you guys probably know, you probably already seen this, but again, this is my version of it, and I'm just trying to go ahead and see what I can do as far as trying to get this done. So I want to see if I can do a mock to this. I've been working on it for quite some time. Anyways, so the back here, you come to the back and stuff. The backpack is flush, which I do fit. I do love that, and the backpacks just work. You know, I'm about the backpacks. I'm a backpack fan, and you can plug anything that you can into it. Excuse me, he almost fell. Plug that what you want into it as far as the blasters are concerned. So you can plug this port into here on this side. All right, you can plug this here into the middle, which this is usually just sits here, but it's whatever, such as so, and you kind of can do what you want with it. So I think that is a nice touch on that part, okay, and that works with me so much so. But yes, all right, with that being said, screeners and meaners, let's go and get to some size by size comparison. Let's fix that back there. It doesn't matter anyways. All right, right about now, there's Voyager size knockoff Invasion Nemesis Prime. That's cool. I like that. Really doesn't fit, but you know, whatever. I think Prime needs to be a little bit bigger, of such as so, you know. Anyways, there's Leader Class Optimus Prime. That fits a whole lot better, but I actually love that figure. That's great. I know he's kind of hard to stand sometimes, but I love that figure. That is great. Hexatron, that's another one that actually fits as far as size concerns, but he's a leader class / knockoff, oversized, whatever first you want to call him and stuff, whatever and stuff. That's another cool figure, cheap plastic, cheap whatever deal may be, but I think that's actually bang for the buck. Parakill, which I think that size actually still does fit, kind of, but not really. It just says Parakill is a freak of nature, because how it ends up being kind of the deluxe / Voyager, and it ends up being taller than a leader class, really kind of bothers me a little bit, but I love that figure. That was great. There is Leader Class. I think that's one of the first editions, oversized Optimus Prime. That one has a lot of limitations, but it is a knockoff. It's not like anything official or whatever, but it's a knockoff. It's got a lot of parts of other ones that you can kind of see in there, but that's whatever. I know I did a review on that just because I really don't care to, because it's kind of like a lot of things going on with it and stuff, but I really don't think it's really a need to do that. So, but anyways, and then you have the Last Night oversized Megatron, and that fits well scale. That is a really cool scale figure. Okay, screeners and meaners, let's go into the human Minicon and the creature side by side comparison. That works. That really works. I think it works. I think that's absolutely great. Since, like, you know, Minicons like toys anyway, or whatever the deal may be, and then it's like whatever. You got Mega Blocks, and you have TMT Mega Blocks or Mega Construct. That's Leatherhead, and then you have the little Minicon over here. So yeah. But with that being said, we're gonna have a little showcase of actually how the Rescue 119 Hound looks compared to this one. All right. Okay, screeners and meters, and I do not believe I'm surprised, but man, that is a huge difference. This is like an upscale leader class, whatever you want to call it, how this stuff. But I mean, man, that is a huge difference. But that is whatever. They just whatever and stuff like that. Either Hound actually works for me, in my honest opinion. But I've actually can see how I'm going to do it when I do the comparison review. But I just want to see what the sizes actually look like once they compare. Okay, screeners and meters, with that being said, let's go and get this Hound in bot mode. Maybe this Hound too, but this Hound. Okay, screeners and meters, here he is, the last night oversized Hound, and yes, this figure is absolutely awesome. We're going to check out, very rarely I do this and I should have been stepping up on it. You see how he stands right now. As far as the inch is concerned, as far as the height, he is almost 4 inches. Again, that's wheeled to top of the cabin, and I don't too much go for the blaster because the blaster can be very misleading, so you guys kind of know what to look for. Give yourself that leeway as such as so. And this is really a cool figure, really so much so. I am really happy with this Hound. I would have liked if he was bigger or the size of the fire rescue Hound, the 119, but you know, I really do like this figure indeed. I love it actually. I couldn't be happier with it. I think this is a great thing. I don't know what happened with that leader class, smaller size, misproportioned Hound, what that worked with. I'm glad people said as such by that, but it's whatever and stuff. So anyway, screens me, let's go and get into the size by size comparisons now. Ultra class Scorpionaut. I guess that fits. But Scorpionaut is actually shorter in that version. I'm not sure if they have an upgrade kit for that. I wish they would, but he should be like a leader size as far as how bulky and big he is. Whatever. Here's Voyager class Combiner Wars Optimus Prime with some add-ons I had to go do to him and stuff. Not official add-ons or anything. It's third party. It's just things I actually did for other parts. Anything as such. Okay. There's Power Master Optimus Prime. That doesn't work at all. That is actually very weird looking. Alternators Roll Bar. That actually fits a little bit better, a lot better. And there he is with that's oversized Deluxe crosshairs as teammate. That fits kind of. This is a bigger version of what you call it. I think they actually fit even so with the figures, the minifigures and such. It's all across the scale, in my opinion and stuff. But that's just me. And there is Voyager size Invasion Optimus Prime knockoff. There's a leader class Optimus Prime, and that's a great fit. That is an awesome, really awesome fit, and I just really love that scale comparison. That really works for me. Boom! There he is. There is Fire Rescue Hound. Wow, he's man, that is like scary. He's a huge what you call it compared to him. He kind of dwarfs him just a tad bit. Oh man. Okay, whatever. Okay, screeners and meters, now it's time for the human-sized mini-con creature comparison. Man, that is absolutely perfect. And that's a good save from that Fire Rescue dwarfing him. Really good save. Anyways, just to add into that, and this is just me, screeners and meters, just me. So, alright, so we're going to move these out the way. Move this here, just in case, whatever. You take this top lid here, move this up, and put him into what's a little fake cockpit. Doesn't close up while he's in there. Or maybe it will. Maybe it will. And sometimes I think these toy factory manufacturers do this just because they know that one day they may do it and stuff. So whatever, they kind of like, haul out certain places and stuff, transformation and stuff or whatever. But we'll see. Yep, fits right in there. You can't really fit in there the proper way, so to speak, but it doesn't matter. Tinted windows, you can't see in there anyway. Yeah, that's right, screener meters. So yeah, you heard it here first. Enough of all that. Close that up. Put that back like so. All right, screeners and meters. So without further ado, you know you have more to view. So let's see what this thing can do. Okay, screeners and meters, hope you guys enjoy that stop motions there. And honestly, to be honestly with you, in my eyes, this thing can do no wrong. I don't think I have any cons about him. I usually try to go into misproportion when I see Hound and other things and such and everything, but I don't have any cons. The only thing I really can say that's a con for me is the blasters not being opposite of each other. They're just the same ones, but they're still functional. So at the same time, it gets a huge pass on that point, and I really can't say anything wrong. I mean, pros is absolutely love everything about this figure. Wish it was bigger, the size of the fire rescue and stuff, but it still works for what the size is. He'd probably be too big at that point, but I think he's perfection. Kudos to the engineering department for Weijiang making this figure, going to the step above or whatever. I don't have the Hasbro or the original versions. I have this because I saw this and thought this was a better buy, and I'm so happy that I did it. Anyway, screeners and meaners. So sub me if you love me, share if you care, do what you do as long as you do it well. Thanks you so much for the watch and stuff. Didn't address it before, but I'm dressed in it now. As you can see, it's a background. The background is no longer blue. It is white. So I'm trying to do some things and stuff. Nothing really official yet. Just still some test runs to see if I need to change some things and such like so. But you have to stay tuned for that. So do what you do as long as you do it well. JR Network, and I am out. Later.